Hello, we're pleased to have with us Tony Busseri, CEO of Route1. Tony, welcome.
Thank you.
Great, thank you for taking time with us.
Pleasure.
What a year and a half it's been for you. Last 18 months. 18 months ago, you were a very different company than you are today. Tell me about what's happened.
Well, I think we recognized initially our security product offering, MobiKey. Great product, niche product though, and probably not a business in itself. And so realizing that, one sets out to say, how do you create significant additional shareholder value? We're leveraging our private cloud infrastructure, MobiNet, and that allowed us to move forward with offering additional software applications in the security arena, as well as now data analytics arena. And we decided to buy a couple of companies, and that's changed us. I mean, at the time of us talking here, we've recently bought PCS Mobile. The numbers from that don't show up in our Q2 results,
Right.
but will show up in our Q3 results. And we're a business now doing between $30 and $40 million a year of revenue, which when you consider that to our 2017 numbers, quite a bit different, right? It's grown by 4 or 5 times. And we've expanded the business model from being purely security software now to being more of an outcome or solutions company, where we work with our clients and using their data to drive a better outcome for them. I know it sounds kind of cutesy, but the truth is we use data security offerings, data analytics offerings. We resell ruggedized devices under our data visualization banners, Group Mobile and PCS Mobile. And together, those 3 things brought together are really assisting a client to getting a better outcome. And most people say, well, that's great for profitability. What about government? Well, we work with all levels of government, from local to state to federal, towards the mission outcome, or the mission objectives, that they have. And that could range from everything from helping out a small community, making sure they're capturing all their revenue related to parking fines using LPR technology that we work with Genetec on, and that technology is called AutoView, to working with our federal government friends at the Pentagon, the Navy, and Marine Corps with user authentication and allowing their workforce to be mobile and access secure information, again, when they're mobile or remote.
Right. Now, LPR, that's license plate recognition, is that right? Okay.
That's right.
Sorry. It's a good buzzword though. So do you anticipate carrying through with this acquisition strategy over the next 18 months?
Yeah, not a good follow-on. I think from our perspective, it's the combination of organic growth through the offering of new technologies, our own intellectual property, expanding the use of the technologies we currently have, so strong organic growth, as well as we do expect to continue to be very acquisitive. We hope to grow the business, as I've said fairly openly in other mediums, to $150 to $200 million annually, 2-3 years from now.
Well, it sounds ambitious and achievable at the same time, given the trajectory. Last question, Tony, is there is increasingly, as there should be, greater concern or awareness about security, about personal data, about enterprise data. To what extent do you think your company leverages those trends?
Yeah. So it's interesting. When we started off with MobiKey, we really thought data security was going to be an enormous industry. Unfortunately, we're still at that point, I think, from a society basis. We absolutely care about our personal information. The question becomes, do we pay for that? And what we have found is there are certain enterprises where they just can't compromise. And you think about parties in the military, in theater, you think about financial institutions, and they care at a much higher level. I would say to you, I think directionally we're heading to an area where there will continue to be investment in data security technologies, which is a good thing for us, a good trend. But what I missed, I think, in this whole movie is that the first action by enterprise was actually about ensuring themselves, if there was a data breach, there'd be an insurance product they can call on, instead of being more proactive or preventative in direction. When I got involved with Route1 back in 2010, I was for sure this was going to be mainstream. The truth, it's been slow to adopt. And I think data security, as it mixes into not just being a cost, it's something that actually differentiates a business. It helps with their brand equity. It helps them actually identify better profitability, lower costs. I think it becomes more and more mainstream. In this area, it's interesting. We often blame government being a slow adopter of new technologies. I think federally in Washington, that we've seen and it's not a political statement, under the Trump administration, much more sensitivity to cybersecurity
Right.
and investment in it. And I actually believe in a lot of cases, I'm speaking in a general way, that our federal government's far ahead of enterprise
Right.
relative to protecting information.
Well, it's good that they're ahead of something. That's terrific. Tony, I appreciate your time and good luck to you.
Pleasure.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.